What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So this is difficult to talk about because I'm trying to kind of put all of this stuff together just to kind of display exactly where the community's feelings should be, and most of us are. If you know about Shiba Inu, the first thing that you understand is potential, right? Shiba Inu has so much potential to rise, not only to all-time highs, but so much further. And why? The main factor is holders and burns, right? The amount of people that are invested into the position that believe in the success of this investment and the burns. It's not because anyone was looking to make this, controlled by one team and build upon it and do so many other things. It wasn't because of that. It is a meme play. It was a meme play. And now it is no longer a meme to where you can create around it. Now we have multiple people from the beginning that were looking to create around it. It was one team that was really put in place to have the end all be all say of where we go, right? What we focus on. And while you had all these other people that were creating, it was kind of disappointing to look at this ecosystem dev team and they turned down whatever you're looking to build because they turned it from being a community project to a centralized project. However, they don't have any control over SHIB. So I'm trying to kind of give you an understanding of where this overall is and what you should look at when you see Shiba Inu, what you should focus on when you see Shiba Inu, because I just saw a video that I feel like was sort of alarming because it pushes to a lot of people of kind of the fact that this centralized team kind of controls Shiba Inu and the outcome of whatever happens here, and that we were looking to do whatever they were looking to do, right? That's not really the case. It's whatever the community wanted to do, and our mind got kind of clouded with whatever the hell they're bringing up. So hopefully all of this makes sense. All of this lines up. I try to explain things pretty well, but as we have 2+ years of history, it's very difficult to go back to that and try and line everything up the right way. So hopefully I can. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, @Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Now, I saw this video from Rodney. I saw the tweet from Rodney first, and then I saw, I guess, the video. I looked at it, and he was going over Graham Stephan and what he thought about the burns, which Graham Stephan has never been about short-term investing in any way, has never really been about cryptocurrency in any way, but he follows what's popular. He's always been about more long-term investing and staying away from any of those plays, but putting money into Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then really going for ETFs and index funds. It's like, that's the way that he really invests, and it's understandable. That's the way majority of successful investors invest. I even invest that way, but I do have a portion that I put towards short-term trading, swing trades, day trades, as well as some long-term crypto investments that could pay out pretty well. Could, that's the key word. But anyways, I was watching this video, and if you want to check it out, feel free to go and check it out. But I feel like he's got it all wrong. I don't think he understands exactly where Shiba Inu has started, what it means for all of us, and what burns really mean for all of us, right? So let's kind of go back and let's understand the beginning and understand where we started as Shiba Inu community, investors, creators, builders, just all of the above, right? So I invested in Shiba Inu, 2+ years ago at this point. It's a long time, right? Not when it first started, not when it first blew up or anything like that. I was aware of it happening because I was a part of Dogecoin. And you understand what Shiba Inu was supposed to do. Shiba Inu was about getting to a higher market cap than Dogecoin, making people very, very wealthy without getting to a penny. That was really the mindset, was we can get you to being very wealthy or get you to the same percentage increase without getting to a penny, without getting to $1, right? We don't need to get to that level. We can see these massive gains. And they were right? One person turned $8,000 into like 5.7 billion. So yes, you were absolutely right to see wealth without getting to some of those levels. It all depends on the amount of supply that you have out there, the amount of traction, all of that stuff. Well, as we saw this happening, right, as we saw the growth, really, you saw that Vitalik ended up burning off basically 40% of the overall supply. That's really what started the mindset of like, hey, if we see the supply burn down, we can see a price increase and it can hit a ceiling that's way higher than that level of a penny or a dollar. And if it does get to those levels, it's worth way more than what Dogecoin is worth, depending on what the supply is. So that was where it all started. We needed to create something where we could see burns and burn off this 500 plus trillion supply with only 300 or close to 400 that was in circulation. So we knew that there was going to be some form of dilution. So that was the mindset, and people were creating, the community was creating businesses, right? Bigger Entertainment backed it. I had a YouTube channel that really burned a lot of Shiba Inu, burned like 300 plus million or so. You had coffee company that was created that burned a lot of Shiba Inu. You had games that were created that burned a lot of Shiba Inu. You had a lot of things that were created under the community to burn a ton. However, you now have this ecosystem dev team that's looking to create everything that's within Ryoshi's vision, that's basically saying, look, we can help you Shiba Inu community out because we are the Shiba Inu community. They took the Twitter account, and now the Twitter account is kind of tied to them in a way. So everyone believes that they are the end all be all. They have the decision making, to basically change the way Shiba Inu is displayed to the public, right? Whether you see a certain tax within it. A lot of people get confused, and then now they break down and say, look, we don't have any keys. We can't change Shiba Inu. And I know that. I know that it's only about people building around Shiba Inu. And they were the biggest to build around Shiba Inu, so they are labeled as that central team to a lot of people. But I think we have to understand that it's not about just having this one central team, right? It's about having the community that's building around this overall project. And that's how Shiba Inu benefits. Not from this team, because what they have promised, and I'll kind of get into kind of what he said within the video, but what they have promised is that we would see burns, which is what the community wants. We would see adoption, which is another thing that the community wanted. And then we would see volume in turn, right? We did not see any of that. We had all these things developed, and with the millions upon hundreds of millions of dollars that have gone into this ecosystem dev team, that could have accounted for so many burns, so much adoption, so many things that could help out Shiba Inu. But project after project, coin after coin, whatever they created did not have any type of impact on SHIB. When I was in their AMAs in the beginning stages of it and throughout, the first year of the process, first year and a half maybe of the process, they were always pitching about a new thing that was created, a new thing that we have to pitch, a new thing that we have to sell. And they're still doing that. But they always talked about how it would benefit SHIB in a large way. They always talked about how wellies would burn off SHIB and have massive burns there. They talked about, the burn portal that's there. They talked about John Richmond and how SHIB would get more exposure when in fact, John Richmond got more exposure from the fact that they had SHIB all over it, right? And that they sold 2 sets of NFTs. They were looking to just gain money and just basically be a backpack for SHIB, right? Just walking around and just gathering all the funds from everybody else, and then not having to deal with any of the other stuff that comes with it, right? It was just like, John Richmond's great because you're partnering up with the ecosystem dev team. So for anyone to say that what they have done and what they're looking to do it makes sense, it doesn't, right? I understand adoption needs to be a thing if you're going to include Shiba Inu within your plan, and they haven't done that. So while we look at, like I said, John Richmond, we're not seeing any type of implementation of Shiba Inu and the cryptocurrency and being able to buy with Shiba Inu there. We're not seeing, literally in the beginning of SHIB the metaverse and launching all of those lands, they didn't even offer to be able to purchase it with SHIB. You had to purchase it with their cryptocurrency that they created, right? You had to reserve it, purchase it with ETH and then reserve it with their cryptocurrency that they created. Bone doesn't have an effect on SHIB. Leash doesn't have an effect on SHIB. Shiboshis doesn't have an effect on SHIB. The game doesn't have an effect on SHIB. So many different pieces has no effect on SHIB, but they created it and pitched us this idea that we would see burns upon burns upon burns. And to say that we wouldn't see anything, it's because they bait and switched us. Every single time they bait and switched us. So they basically came to us and said, look, we're going to have burns. We're going to see a ton of burns. Don't worry about it. Shibarium will have a ton of burns. Don't worry about it. John Richmond, Wellies will have a ton of burns. The metaverse will implement SHIB within it. When they're just trying to get us excited about implementing something and then they don't end up doing it. They turn around and basically say, no, I'm not going to do that because burns are not the end all be all. And it's honestly just BS. And I don't know why we should continue to follow them in what they're doing. The only reason that, influencers, and, I don't really like to classify creators as influencers, but the only reason I see creators and me, that's following it is because that's where the popularity is. And it's going to build a little bit of volume for SHIB because there are a lot of people that believe that they are going to do something, but they're not. They've had so many chances. And this should have been the final straw. And now we still have, oh, well, you know what? The metaverse is coming and the metaverse is going to have a large impact for SHIB. Is it really? I don't agree with that. So to think that we just need to, push adoption and that we're pushing this burn narrative that was never really a thing, that's not the case. We were pushing a burn narrative that was created since the beginning of Shiba Inu, and we were all burning. The community was burning, but ever since we started to follow what the ecosystem dev team did, the community is no longer burning as much. We have no businesses that are now burning because we were all pushed out by this ecosystem dev team and told that we were all scams. We didn't care about the community, and it's just not right. It's not. So for anyone, I mean this, out of, a ton of respect. I'm not going to sit here and, just hate on people in any way, but you can't see what they have done with everything that they've built and have not a single bit of a burn that came out of their own pocket. The burn portal, that came from us. Nothing came from them. We've burned everything within this community. And you look at something like Lunic and how much has been created based on the community. The community is burned off a hell of a lot more percentage-wise than SHIB has, and it's because the community is doing something to burn. It's not because of this centralized team that's looking to just profit off of our backs. It's insane. So that's the way that I classify it. I could probably break it down a little bit better if I actually took time to jot down notes, but this is just coming off the top of the dome and what I can remember of what happened. But there's so much that we have been lied to, but we still go back to them because the next thing they say, well, just wait for this or wait for this. But in reality, they only care about their own pockets in every single scenario. You can go and jot down information and say, hey, with this thing they created, how did it benefit SHIB? It didn't. This, no. This, no. This, no. So that's my opinion. Rodney, if you respond to it or, hit me up on Twitter or something, because I feel as though you're not getting the full picture. There's definitely a bigger picture to it from years of history, right? So you have to kind of they get that information first before, you can put out a video saying that, yeah, you get where they're coming from and adoption is definitely the key. It's not. We know they don't have keys. We wanted it based off of a standard transaction that happens in a platform that they created based off of the hype from the 1.3 million holders within SHIB. If it's not for SHIB, Bone, Leash, Shiboshis, John Richmond, Wellies, everything that they have created does not exist. Point blank. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.